And abundance, family. Listen, you need an accountability group. It's critical that you have an accountability group. And today I'm going to be breaking down the importance of having an accountability group, my experience with my accountability group, how it's helped me elevate, grow, and just really breaking down that process. All right. And because I think it's something that everybody, needs to have in the pursuit of greatness and the pursuit of success. Right. So, and, a lot of men are in a journey right now and may not have a network, may not have a community, may not have like a brotherhood or accountability group. And a lot of times that can stunt your growth. It can cause you to develop and grow faster because you don't have anybody holding you to a certain standard, or you don't have anybody holding you accountable, or you don't have anybody that's calling you out on your BS and your bullshit. Okay. And yes, we do go through a lonely chapter. Like on this journey, there's always going to be that lonely chapter, right? But you need to have, people around you that can hold you to a certain standard. So, slightly after the new year, when I was living in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, you know, um, I started a Zoom meeting with a few of my friends out there, and we meet every Monday evening for our mastermind and accountability group meeting. And in the meeting, we've go over our goals for the previous past week, right? And we have goals in different sections. We have personal goals, business goals, financial goals, and fitness goals. Okay. And everybody chooses their goals for the week. And on Monday, when we meet, we review everybody's week and everybody gives a breakdown of their week, the goals that they achieved, maybe some goals that they didn't achieve. Okay. And then the person who, the guys who do not achieve their goal have to do a punishment, right? And that could be like a fitness punishment, like running a 10K. It could be a content punishment, like doing a certain amount of videos, whatever it may be, whatever we feel like that person needs at that time. Okay. Now that's the structure of my accountability group. Now the benefits of this is that the benefits that I've seen is that the standard, right? Because the people in your accountability group should be people that you respect. It should always be people that you respect, right? Because people that you respect are going to hold you to a higher standard because they respect you as well. Okay. So in my group, one of the great things is that, if we feel like somebody isn't living up to a certain standard, or we call each other out on our BS and our bullshit. And that's what's most important, in an accountability group, is having that transparency, having those tough conversations, and really with the core intention being to help each other improve and be better, right? Like right now, my accountability group is pushing me to get my 5K time down right now. Like, most of the guys in the group can run a 5K under 30 minutes. I'm not there yet, right? But that's the standard. So that motivates me and that pushes me. And anytime somebody drops a picture in the group of them running a 5K under 30 minutes, it continues to like motivate me and inspire me, right? And another great thing with accountability group is healthy competition, right? Because, for example, one week, one of the guys had put they were going to run 2 5Ks. And my goal one week was to run 1 5K. So for that week, I was like, man, I'm going to just match that standard. And I jumped mine up, right? But again, it stretches you. It stretches you, it makes you really look yourself in the mirror because the people in your accountability group should force you to be able to look in the mirror and have that tough conversation with yourself, right? Now, another great thing with accountability groups is like you get an outside perspective because we only know what we know, right? But if you have a group with 4 or 5 other guys, 3 guys, how many ever guys you got, then you can get another perspective. Maybe somebody is more knowledgeable on something than you, or they could give you like advice on a certain area in your life because of their experience, right? Some of the guys in my accountability group are fathers. They have families. Some of us are single. Some of us are in our mid-20s. Some of us are older, right? So we have a good mix of guys with different perspectives. And that helps when it comes to problem solving, right? Because the more minds you have, the better. Right? And, Napoleon Hill talks about this in the mastermind group in Think and Grow Rich, the chapter in the mastermind group. Okay. And the importance of having this circle and this synergy. Okay? Now, another thing is like men perform better when there's a witness, right? When you say you're going to do something, right? Because a key thing with our accountability group, the foundation of it is like you got to be a man of your word. So if you say you're going to do something, it's important that you actually say you're going to do it, right? And that's why we have the punishments in place, because if you don't do what you said you were going to do, there's a fee that you got to pay for that. So having that, having that group of people that you can hold your word to, right? People that are going to hold you to what you said that you were going to do, man, it just raises the stakes. It raises the stakes. Right. And then also when you see other people's standards, it motivates you as well. Right. Because somebody may be doing better than you in one area, and it motivates you and inspires you to improve in that area as well. Like one of my friends in our group right now is he's on his journey to getting his 6-pack right now. Right. And it's, a lot of the guys like me already have a 6-pack, but it's motivating and inspiring him to get in better shape as well and to raise his standard. Right. So, it's important to have this. And I think like the punishments are important too, because pain, right? There's only 2 drivers of behaviors, pain and pleasure. Okay. So when you have that pain of, if I don't get this done, then I have to do something that I really don't want to do or don't like to do, that punishment really goes a long way as well, right? So when it comes to the accountability group, it's important to have like a continuous check-in, right? Like for me and my guys, it's Monday where we review the week and go over everything. And actually, one of my friends actually built an app on Lovable. So we actually have like a website, a web app where we can see all of our, different goals. Everything is tracked. So it's really, really cool. So, but, those are the key principles, like 3 to 5 people, that way, when you guys do your weekly check-in, it's not, you guys can kind of get detailed on the call, because 10 people, it might take a long time to kind of get through that call, right? But that continuous check-in is super, super important. Goal setting as well, having those those consequences and that punishment, but you also have an honest, transparent conversation, because the goal is really to help each other, to grow and evolve and to become the best versions, of ourselves. So that's super important as well, right? And then also only bring in people. Don't just bring anybody into your accountability group. Only bring in people that you respect, that you hold to a high regard, people that you feel like are going to sharpen your sword and make you better, right? You don't want to bring in anybody into your accountability group that's going to dull your sword and make you less sharp or less on point. Okay. Right. And you always got to continue to push each other, right? Always got to continue to push each other, and don't let each other off the hook. Have the uncomfortable conversation. Say, hey, bro, like, man, like you're really not living up to your standards right now. You're not living up to your potential. You need to do better. Right? Those are the type of conversations that need to be had. Right. But having this accountability group has really changed my life, because it has pushed me to a higher standard when it comes to fitness. I've always been in the gym and lifting, but when it comes to like running as well, when it comes to just being consistent as well, like having an accountability group really, really helps you with your consistency, right? Because especially if you care about being a man of your word, right? Because if you say you're going to do something, you got to do it, right? But I can't recommend this enough, guys. Like having this accountability group, has really, really elevated my performance in my life, right? So highly recommend you lock in, with a good group of people, right? So hope this video was helpful, y'all. Make sure to keep tapping in. Much love to everybody that watched this. Peace, love, and abundance. To the next one.